Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I am Frozenmelon, and today I'll be to you on with our ladder climb. So the season actually is coming to an end in like about a week's time for me at the moment while recording this. So I kind of thought I'd try and take like as many games in as I can and try and climb through the ranks. So not all these might be recorded, but I might as well start with this one as I found like after so many times I've come against a big mage deck to play a big spell mage deck, which I do actually have one set up here. So, as far as this deck is designed to go, obviously got some early game like the Mystery Mixtures, the Shivering Sorceress, the Amplifying Snow Flurry. That again is just there to try and help control that early game. The game with Doomsayer and the Explosion Sheet. We do have then the Murkwater Scribe as well for just some form of early game. This also allows me to reduce the cost of my next big spell. So relevant in what spell I play, it's the next spell that I play will cost one less. Combining that with then the other spell reduction I have here, and then Brand's Bronzebeard, because why not make these battle cries trigger twice if I got the opportunity. Then what I do have here is the Nightcloak Sanctum, as well as got the Cold Case as well for just some armor gain, and also cards that I can then either freeze the board and try and deal some sort of kind of more like ball control-y based damage if I'm able to. I have one Arcane Brilliance. This is kind of a flex card that I thought I'd put in just to see if I can get more value out of my late game spells. This might be something I end up reducing out of the deck because I don't really want to be always getting only 4 armor from our Deep Water Evoker as well. So that is something to bear in mind. Then we do have the Varden as well because again, freezing stuff, dealing 4 damage to it. I do have a mixture of things that can do sort of that stuff. Again, with the Brand's Bronzebeard, it's going to be quite a good combo at turn 7 as well. Then we have Belinda, again, drawing big spells, swapping their cost over. That's been quite nice. The Parrot to repeat some of these big spells. And then we have a Flame Strike for ball control. We do have the Rune of the Archmage, which is kind of what we want to be casting, as well as the Dragon of Fire Amulet. So that's kind of how the deck functions. The Flame Strikes are kind of an iffy card. I put them in because I might want some ball control. But as you probably see by my collection, I don't actually have any bigger spells except things like Pyroblast, which I don't really want to be casting if I got the Dark Fire Amulet in. And Pass Polymorph is more like ball control. I mean, there are ones I probably end up crafting, as I see you don't have a lot of legendaries, things like that. But for sort of just this area of Mage, there really are no spells that you can actually have to play, especially sort of big late game ones, and to copy them, yeah, you just don't have anything. But I can get like another Flame Strike, the Rune Archmage, and another Dragon Fire Amulet to try and make up for that value, which is why the Arcane Brilliance is in here. But anyway, like I said, now that's kind of explaining the deck and how it functions. Let's just jump into a first game.
Jaina versus Anduin.
Okay, against the Priest. So let's see how this goes.
You asked for it.
That is quite nice. We do have the rune, we do have a parrot, which I will keep the parrot as well. And then, yeah, I've got some early game drops. Keeping the parrot is always going to be something that I'm going to want to do in most cases.
I see you brought guests.
I'm against a control deck, so that is always nice as well. I will just toss this back and trade it on turn 1. There's no point in me keeping it. Again, I don't really want to play this with the coin in hand most of the time, because otherwise I'm just going to basically waste the coin, so we'll play this instead. Get that free hero power while we can, locked and loaded. And here, we're just going to coin to draw a spell. Now we get our Cold Case. It is one of the things where I may want to toss these out, but I thought they'd be quite good for that early game ball control. Plus 4 armor is no joke. Like, it can really save you in some cases. And it doesn't trigger on the parrots either, so it's kind of nice in that aspect as well.
What adventure are you up to today? Plague lands? Wash your hands.
Yeah, that's not bad here to keep, if I need to keep it, but I probably won't. Make the trade there. In this case, we'll reduce its cost.
Tusks won't stop shattering.
And we'll also reduce my next cost.
I'm working.
Will I keep that? Nah, we'll trade it. Another coal case. Not really what I want to be getting, but it does maintain the cost reduction, which is quite nice. Most likely this is a plain straight out Reno deck, so I'm expecting them to be able to heal to 40, and probably multiple times of that as well.
In the void.
That is not a bad card to get next turn. We'll just hit that now. I've got the opportunity. Push some damage face. And here we'll just play a cold case, because there's no point playing anything, and not playing anything else. And get the armor back up. So. Like in this deck, the whole kind of point is to try and you know, control that board as much as I can. Yeah, we'll just play the Belinda here.
You take me for an ordinary mage?
That's kind of bad, but I might even play it next turn. This is what I mean when it's like, don't overreact to like the Brand Bronze Beard random play and stuff like that, because majority of the time, do I have enough? I probably should play some stuff out, so I'll play this.
No. Trust me.
We'll get our spells. And then we'll play this.
No. Trust me.
Because this triggers off anyway, which will probably kill my board, so yeah. And I get to heal up from it next turn. Oh cool, so I get to kind of play a Flame Strike with this anyway, if I want to.
This might sting.
Which I will. Like, it's good enough here to Flame Strike that. Yeah, I take the damage here, but I can heal that if I need to. And we can always do fun stuff with the parrot as well.
It seems you need another lesson, mortal. Come forth, my
Play the Bran. Ping that. Play this.
You need to chill out.
Like, yes, we have answers for a lot of cards.
Let's see what side of the bed I walk on.
Again, that's fine here. I'll just Flame Strike this. Don't see any reason to do anything else. Like, they're using a lot of their value cards to try and deal with what's on board, and they still haven't really valued the Brand's Bombard as highly as they should do. If that is... They probably got a science effect for that, don't they? I'll play the 5-1 first. See what happens. I draw 2 cards. And Ignite goes on my deck. Hits their face, which is probably not great. That hits my opponent's minion. My opponent's minion. I draw 2 more cards.
Hand is too full.
I draw 2 more cards. I don't really want to be drawing more cards, so I'll just play this out. The good news is I don't think I actually burnt anything that kind of mattered in the deck, because I got most of the cards I need, so... The next time I could play this, and it's going to be hilarious getting 2 more of those off, something like that. Okay, give me a more card draw.
Just on my suggestion, am I living?
My hand is too full.
Okay, so I have to kill that perfectly. There we go. Let's just gain some armor. Yeah, I don't really know what my opponent's deck is, so... And there's no point playing anything else out, so we'll just ping face. My opponent has played a lot of late game cards.
Those we love are never true.
And of course they trigger all death rattles. I think if they had like 2, haven't they, played? I draw 2 cards.
Korak is back.
Everything here dies, which is quite nice.
Almost out of cards.
Does that do 5? It does 5, that's good. I need to heal with armor, don't I? I don't have armor. So I guess we're doing this. See if we get something good. Nope, and that is the game. Ah, that's a bit disappointing. I'll still let my opponent finish me off, because, you know, they might as well get the way out of it unless they want to be a tool and maybe forget. You never know. There we go, they actually realised it. But you can kind of see how the deck functions. The main reason I kind of wanted to play the deck is that I do like Big Spell Mage, just in general, and yeah, it's kind of an interesting card, like cards you can sit there and play out as well, so kind of want to get back into that feeling of being able to do it as well. Nothing on there, but let's open the pack we got from the rewards track. And nothing that kind of out there. But yeah, I mean, as the deck goes, I kind of think there are some tweaks I'll probably make straight away. And maybe the Nightcloak's Anthem was fine. I think the Cold Cases were not the cards I wanted. The Arcane Brilliance, though, I maybe do want a second one of that, but do I have one? Yes, I do. We'll put that in. Because it does give me, like, chance to duplicate these. The Flame Strikes were good, but I don't think they're great. I might change those for a Blizzard instead. Maybe. What else will I put in there? I guess one Master Polymorph is not a bad thing to have. The Tower is pointless. Putting the Caligos in I don't think is that great, although it does discover spells. Drawing cards, not so much. They do have a lot of minions, so maybe Aegwynn is not a bad one to put in there, and I have no 5-drops. I do have a fair amount of minions. Yeah, let's do it. Something a bit more random in there, why not? Especially when causing random spells, I can play it beforehand, then chuck those in there. And do we want anything else? Actually, that is probably a good option as well. But yeah, reducing the cost by 5 isn't really what I want to be doing with the deck, and this is just too early to play out. Next fire spell has +2 spell damage. I don't have... But that would go really well. Actually no, we can play that in to get other spells as well. Play one of those for now. There are some other cards I might think about in this deck. I've definitely got some other options to think about. But anyway, if you do enjoy the video, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.